This is not how I do makeup on my clients, y'all. This is just like my super fast, like I have 10 minutes and I need to do something. My husband is finishing his call, which you'll probably hear this very loud Puerto Rican in the background. This is what I do when I'm in a pinch and I want to just get a little glow up. Don't want to go barefaced. It's kind of like your no makeup slash makeup. Woo. This is a cream that I have been working on and it's super, super hydrating. If you're dry, it's amazing for just anytime use. If you are a little bit more on the oily side, I would say it's a great night cream, and it definitely keeps your skin moisturized into the next morning if you don't like wash it all off in the morning. So it's just really, really super moisturizing. That's all I can really say. I can basically slather that puppy all over, and there goes the loud Puerto Rican. I do things a little bit different, break all the rules, totally use my hands, especially when I have 10 minutes. So I like to use like this little alien sign, but like these two fingers, and go all around and work it into the skin, especially the jawline. Do not forget the jawline ever, ladies. Obviously, there is a time and a place for caking it and layering it all on, but this is not one. I like to use a little bit of this like creamy highlight by Vita Liberata. It's a face blur, and I go all on the cheeks because we want to have nice glowy skin. So I kind of just go on all the high points with that and give myself like an overall really glowy skin. Some people are more oily, and I would not recommend putting highlighter all over your face if that's the case. I'm using Merit Beauty, and I just like to get a little highlight under the eyes. And again, 2 fingers and going in, blending it in. Just the warmth from your hand, it really does get things nice and worked in. You just have to really like press and not wipe too much. That way everything stays in the spot that you want it to stay in. I'm having a decent skin day, so I don't need too much extra coverage. Sometimes I'll just go and put a little extra, but we're looking all right today. I love this Juice Beauty little cream bronzer, I guess you would say. And I, for this one, do like to use a brush because I want it to be really soft all over the skin. And so I like to use something kind of like soft and fluffy like this. And I do get messy. I get really messy, and I just go in. The lighter and the more airy, the more natural and glowy it's gonna look. And just like your real skin. Definitely the neck. We're always white on our necks. I've said that probably 1,000 times in my life. You know, I feel like I've got a little life back, and I'm gonna just swipe on a little bit of my Juice Beauty cream blush as well. Sometimes I use my fingers for this one too, and I'm not sounding pretty good right now. So be careful with where you place blush because it really does change the shape of your face. I don't like to ever put it too low. It's gonna draw attention to the wrong places and make your face drag down a little. So you always wanna keep it a little bit higher. Just warming it in, a little bit on the apples. A little bit on the nose. My hands are a mess. I just roll with it. I like getting my hands messy. I am gonna take some powder, definitely just under the eyes and a little bit on the cheeks for me, because I'm gonna still do some more blush, I guess you could say, or like color. So I don't really do it too crazy, especially if I like avoid the creasing areas. Not a good look, because then they start looking a little cakey. If you tend to crease here, as long as you're not super oily, you don't have to powder there. Try it out, see what happens. Okay, this is like my favorite color. I wear this every day. I wear it on my lips, I wear it on my eyes, eyelids, like I wear it everywhere. So one of my favorites, and it's Warm Honey by Cover FX. I just warm up the cheeks just a little bit. Almost use the matte color as like a bronzer, just because the Warm Honey is not super pink. It actually has like a really nice natural skin color to it, I guess. Like I literally use it everywhere. And then I want to do a little bit on my eyelids just to kind of do something a little fun. This will make my eyes stand out just a little, and it looks really intense in the beginning, but it blends out and it does fade off. So I'm gonna put a little bit extra. I'm gonna take the shimmery color and just go on the higher point of the cheek. So not under, but like up here. Just a little bit, because we really don't want to go crazy with the blush, for today at least. Yeah, and then if I feel like I want a little something on the lip, I just like dab a little and I press it into the lip, and it kind of ties everything together and gives me this very like cohesive, glowy, very fresh look, like I'm actually awake and rejuvenated or something. So I just layer a little bit of that on. Sometimes the powder is nice on the lips too if your lips are not dry and crusty, because it just sets into the skin really, really naturally. Almost looks like you don't have anything on there. So I'm all about that, like, oh, I kind of just look like this. I love an effortless beauty. So I'm gonna curl. You never want to clamp down too hard with your curler. No death grips, because you will pull your lashes out. I feel him finishing up his curl, so this is like perfect timing. I have just enough time to put on my mascara. Using the 100% Pure. I'm gonna try something else in a few weeks, but this is it for now, and I would say I do like it. I love how it smells. I love that it feels like I'm using a very like clean, natural product. My only thing is, I don't know if it gives me the length that I like. The other thing is, you really can't layer this one because it is already such a thick formula and it dries very fast. So if you do layer, you're gonna have some very, very thick, possibly clumpy lashes. So you do have to work very fast with this one. But I guess that's what happens, you know, when you use things that don't have synthetic ingredients. It's kind of just nature. So you choose your priorities. I kind of just use the tip of the brush on this one. I don't always go horizontal. I sometimes just flick it with the end of the brush so I don't get too much on there. A little bit of lip liner just for fun. Boho by Nude Sticks is literally the best color. That looks a little crazy, so we're gonna blend. I'm gonna use a little extra of my powder and softly just blend these edges. Yeah, this is it. This is the look. I don't know if you can really see it, but super easy, super basic, glowy and fresh.